Well, if you missed our last video, we got the floor rolled out and the first couple walls set. In this one, we're going to get the third wall put in, and eventually we'll get some OSB put up on the outsides. But in the meantime, I hope it's entertaining. Here we go. The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi-ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
I ran out of the 1/2-inch hardware cloth by the time I got to this window opening, so I'm getting a little creative and doubling up with the chicken wire. It's a 1-inch opening, but I'm trying to offset it to where it kind of creates a 1/2 inch. If you can't quite see, well, that's what's going on. Right here I'm rolling out and measuring enough chicken wire to do the window opening on the other side. And yep, you guessed it, because of the angle, the part I cut off I can flip over, turn around, and use again. Nothing like being able to use your scraps as the next piece. I like it. But you know, I'm out of staples. I gotta staple that up before I can put the plywood on, but always something. Okay, well, the next part would be to cut this section and then cut out a drop down like we did for the ducks. So you can undo a latch and this will drop down. It'll be ventilation, more so in the summer, and then in the winter time, if it gets real cold, you can close it up, and we'll limit the amount of ventilation to just the little gaps that'll be at the top along the windows or the roof line. I've kind of calculated it out before, and I know for the 6x8 it was enough square inches of ventilation, but we can always open up one more of these to get a little more air through when it warms up. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get more staples, so we'll see how much more I can do. Okay, so the wind finally died down to the point where I don't think it sounds like I'm a news reporter in a hurricane, but anyway, this funky looking shape right here is where the nesting box, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are for 2x4s that I'm going to have coming out to support the base. Then we'll have, the top will be hinged so it comes up. So I'm not having any vents on this side, because if the vents came down, it would hit the nesting box. Unless I made them really small where it just barely missed, but we're gonna have vents on 3 sides. So I'm gonna get this screwed off the rest of the way, and if I don't lose light, maybe we'll go back to the other side, but I still don't have any staples, so that's where we are for right now. Okay, so I just measured it, and I'm not good enough to do this on purpose, and I'm willing to admit it. However, you're gonna like this. The section that goes over the top of that chicken wire in there is 30.5 inches tall. The piece on the back needs to be 17.5 inches tall. You put those together and it's 48 inches. So I'm gonna be able to use the cutoff from the front to fill in the back. Pretty cool. I like it. I've already scribed my line, so now I'm just gonna put this 2x4 underneath, and then we'll change the depth of the saw so that we don't put cut marks in the rest of our plywood, and we'll cut this thing off. So now I'm going to draw the cutout for the vent, but I got to remember how far up it is, but Elle said she can reach. This. Look at that, just like on the ducks. For now, we'll just set it right there. Okay, now we're cutting out the window for the back.
What you can't see is that I'm setting some screws so that when I hold this up, I can then put the screws the rest of the way in with one hand. There's actually some 1/2-inch hardware cloth in the opening already that was stapled in. And later on, I'm gonna think, should I have done that yet? Or wait, I should have painted all of these before I even put them up, but that's not the order I did it in, so here we go.
Okay. Ta-da. All right, well, I think I'm going to call it for tonight. We'll pick up again on this tomorrow.